Ask Jade Assistant AI ChatGPT to write a story based on the premise that just because something isn't easy doesn't mean it couldn't be done with ease. Amara demonstrates this for us in today's story. The Mountain Path, story time with Delia and Jade Assistant AI. Amara stood at the base of a towering mountain, staring up at the narrow, winding path that snaked its way to the summit. She had dreamed of reaching the top for years, imagining the view that stretched out in every direction, the cool breeze brushing her face, and the feeling of triumph in her heart. But now that she was here, the reality of the climb felt overwhelming. Rocks jutted out of the path, some sharp and unstable. Loose gravel threatened to send her sliding backward with every step. She had no experience climbing mountains, and fear whispered in her ear, "You're not strong enough. This will be impossible." As Amara stood frozen, an older traveler appeared beside her. He had kind eyes, a weathered face, and a staff worn smooth from years of use. "Are you planning to climb?" he asked. Amara hesitated. "I want to, but it looks so hard. I don't know if I can do it." The traveler nodded thoughtfully. "You're right, it won't be easy. But just because it isn't easy doesn't mean you can't do it with ease." Amara furrowed her brow. "What does that mean?" "It means," the traveler explained, "that ease isn't about the challenge, it's about your approach. If you resist the path, if you fight every rock and stumble, it will feel impossible. But if you trust yourself, take it one step at a time, and stay present, you'll find the strength you didn't know you had." Amara decided to try. She took a deep breath and stepped onto the path. At first, she was tense, gripping every rock and straining her muscles. The fear of slipping made her heart race. Then she remembered the traveler's words, "Take it one step at a time." She paused, steadied her breathing, and looked at the next step. Not the summit, not the whole path, just the step in front of her. Slowly she climbed, moving deliberately and letting her body find its rhythm. When she reached the steep incline, she felt the familiar whisper of doubt. "This is too much, you'll fall." But instead of panicking, she placed her hands on the earth, grounding herself. She thought of the traveler's advice and let her body relax into the movement. The incline was still steep and the climb was still challenging, but it no longer felt impossible. Hours later, Amara reached the top. Her legs ached and her hands were dusty, but her heart was light. She stood at the summit, gazing out at the horizon, and felt a wave of pride and peace. The traveler's words echoed in her mind. Ease isn't about the challenge, it's about your approach. She realized that every step of the climb had taught her something. The rocks had strengthened her balance, the steep inclines had tested her perseverance, and the moments of doubt had shown her how to trust herself. Amara descended the mountain with a newfound sense of confidence. She knew that life, like the climb, would present its challenges. But she also knew that approaching those challenges with patience, presence, and trust could transform even the hardest tasks into opportunities for growth. Just because something wasn't easy didn't mean it couldn't be done with ease. And from that day on, whenever Amara faced a difficult path, she would smile and say to herself, "Step by step, trust the path. I'll climb with ease." After hearing this story, is there something in your life you'll practice doing with ease? If so, I'd love to hear about it in the comments.